Hi YouTube, welcome back to WTF Cars. So we've got yet more toys for the G7P FlySky controller. And FlySky have been good enough to send me the FSTM2202, which anybody that runs a YouTube channel or just likes doing videos, I do find the phone holder on both the Noble Pro and the one that we run on the MB4. I do find them really useful, especially when you're out with rock crawlers or you just want to get a few videos. Come in very handy. Far better than having to try and use a controller one-handed, and I'm not a fan of trying to do that. You never get your best driving, you never get best impression of the RC, and if you can have a phone holder that perfectly fits your transmitter, why not? So I will put the link in description for this one. I think off top of my head, I think they're about £20-ish, but I'll put the link in description below and I'll try and pop some on screen if I remember, tell you the exact price. But let's have a look what we get in this one. So the actual phone holder itself is mostly metal, other than the bracket and the little ends on it. And I much prefer phone holders that are adjustable with the thumb screw and not just trying to sort of springs to hold it on or bands. I find these, you can get a much better grip on your phone, especially if you got it fastened to the controller when you're trying to mount the phone and you're trying to pull the spring things apart. I much prefer this approach. And to give you some idea, this is a Google 7 Pro and it's in quite a big case. It's one of the Spigen cases, so it does make it quite a chunky phone and very easily fits in there. And there is probably, you'd get away with about probably 2 or 3 millimeters bigger phone than this, so it will fit up to quite large phones. And as you see, it will go down very small, so let's have a quick look. So the smallest phone you're going to get in there is probably about 2 inch or 51 mil. And it will go all the way up to, so if I just touch on the foam so it's not pushing into it, probably around 89 mil. So you're gonna get away with most phones on this. So it is fully adjustable. It is a metal thumb screw. It does feel really solid what that screws into. I'll just have to have a quick look. Yeah, it is all metal that it screws into as well, so it's going to be quite durable, this one. You do have a plastic mount on the bottom, and that is adjustable, and it's got a metal bolt straight through it, so you can tighten that up. But let's have a look how it fastens. So looks like it's going to fasten that way round, which is a bit strange to say they've put it together pre-assembled. So it's got like a little slot on back, and you've got a little slot in there, so we're going to have to mount it that way. And I'm not sure how they intended this to be used, looking at it. So if you line it up, you do feel it drop into the slot. So it's got a little slot, you can feel it locate into that, and then you just tighten the thumb screw up. But I don't really think many people are going to use it that way around, because that way it's covering most of your screen. So let's quickly flip it. And this is just as it's arrived to me. I haven't assembled this, so not really sure why it's that way around or if it can be flipped, but if it can't, it's a bit of a weird design. So yeah, it looks like you can flip it around quite easily. Let's get that lined up. It's nice that you can tighten it up and it will pinch down on them. So if we have a look, let's get the phone in it. So yeah, although this is quite a big phone, would be easy to use, and you're going to have to shake it pretty hard to get it to drop forward or anything, but you can still adjust it. It does feel quite sturdy. Definitely going to have to watch where you put your remote down though, because it does make it really front heavy, especially if you swap out for some lighter sort of LiPo battery or something like that in there. But yeah, you would be able to use that for video in your cars. Quite interesting that I've not found an adapter to go from any of the FlySky brackets to the sort of stock brackets that you'd have with Garmin's or GoPros, because it would be nice to just be able to drop one of them in there and try it. Depending on your actual camera design, I suppose you could always lay it down and fasten your camera in there, so you could fasten it that way and then use your camera to record. But nice to have options, and it's a nice little phone bracket for the G7P. But thanks again for watching WTFRC Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one.